Hey Ninja Warriors, welcome to yet another power packed session, and we are here to discuss most expected and topmost PYQs related to the examination SRMJEEE. Okay, if I'm audible and visible, please comment SRMJEE in the chat box so that I get to know that yes, you are able to see me, you are able to hear me as well. All right, so now let us get into details. Let us straight get into the details without wasting any time, right? Let me just check the comment box. Edwin, hello. Hinata, hi, welcome. All right, keep joining, keep coming, and keep liking the session. Don't forget to share the session with your fellows SRMJEE aspirant so that we can get maximum interaction and maximum doubt resolution. All right, yes, okay. So before I start with the PYQs, let me just share the syllabus for mathematics. So you can clearly see this is the syllabus for mathematics for your SRMJEEE 2024 examination, right? Let me just, okay. So this is your syllabus for SRMJEEE and an extra E over here, okay? All right, yes. Absolutely, I guess I am audible and visible. I can see so many comments pouring in. All right, hi Revati, hi Ananya, hi Edwin, yes. Okay, all right. So let us start. So you can clearly see the syllabus of your SRMJEE examination. We have trigonometry, we have probability, we have statistics, then vector, then we have conic section, straight lines, similar as your JEE main, circles, differential equation, integral calculus, sequence and series, binomial, permutation and combination, quadratic, matrices and determinants, complex numbers and sets, relations and functions, right? Okay. All right, let us begin with the very first question, which is, by the way, from trigonometry. And also, once we start solving the questions, you will realize that solving SRMJEE questions is not that difficult task. The questions are easily doable, unlike JEE main, because JEE main throws you some difficulty as far as your mathematics is concerned, right? So if JEE main mathematics you find it tough, then this would be a cakewalk for you, trust me. And if JEE main mathematics you find it easy, this would be like a game for you, right? Okay, so things are not at all difficult. You are going to enjoy it, and you actually deserve much needed relaxation after JEE main, because these kind of questions you are going to solve in a jiffy. Okay, yes, these are previous year questions only. Do not worry about that. So this was from 2022. Yes, so this question was from 2022. So basically the questions are from 2022, 2021 and 2023, past 3 years questions I am gonna solve. Okay, are we ready? And please, I guess before me you must have solved this particular question. So what does this question has to offer? Okay, and kitna bada hoga ye session? A comment in Hindi. So the session is going to be extremely small. I would say less than 1 hour. Okay, we'll try to finish within 1 hour. Okay, because the questions are extremely easy. Sometimes you will see the question and you will just tick mark the question. Okay, so over here we are actually here to build the speed and accuracy. Okay, and we are here to see the pattern of your SRMJEE examination. Okay. All right, yes, okay, clear. Now let us see sin square pi by 8 clearly. And also one more important thing, just like your VIT EEE examination, mathematics is having +5 marks, right? Then physics and chemistry, they are having 5 more questions extra, right? So we need to take extra thing for mathematics. Every time mathematics deserves something extra, be it time in JEE mains. So in JEE mains you have to give extra time to complete the mathematics paper, and in here you've got extra weightage for JEE main, right? So sin square pi by 8, sin square 3 pi by 8, sin square 5 pi by 8, sin square 7 pi by 8. Okay, if I club first and last, so pi by 8 and 7 pi by 8 will be what? Pi, right? So these two, the angle, this is sin theta, this is sin pi minus theta. Sin theta and sin pi minus theta are exactly same. The value is exactly same. So sin 7 pi by 8 is nothing but sin pi by 8 only. These two are exactly same. So we've got 2 sin square pi by 8. Okay. And same goes with the 3 pi by 8 and 5 pi by 8. If you add these two angles, what do you get? Pi. That means if one angle is alpha, another is pi minus alpha. Sin alpha and sin pi minus alpha hold same value. That means this is also sin 3 pi by 8. This is also sin 3 pi by 8. So these two things will get add up. So sin square 3 pi by 8. Now what you can do is you can take 2 common. Can you see what is the relation between these two angles? So pi by 8 and 3 pi by 8. If you add these two angles, you are going to get 4 pi by 8, which is pi by 2. That means if one angle is delta, this angle will be pi by 2 minus delta, right? These two are complementary angles, right? So this is sin square pi by 8, or we can say that sin square delta. What about this? This is cos square pi by 8. Yes. So sin square 3 pi by 8 and cos square pi by 8, both values will be same because both are complementary. Now can you clearly see the correct answer is absolutely 2. Very easy question. Option B is absolutely right. Yes. Yes, definitely. So some people are commenting okay. So if we are having easier questions, then everybody will be able to solve it. So the point is you have to build speed and accuracy both, because you have to solve maximum question. One who solves maximum question in limited time will be will get the seat. That's the whole mindset. Okay. Now next, let us understand this. Okay. So if two sides of triangle are the roots of this equation, so let us assume A and B are those two sides and the included angle is 60 degree. Okay. We need to figure out the third side. Okay. So if I draw this, what do I get? A, B and included angle is given as 60 degree, third side. A is what? AB. Yeah. So now for this situation, C is equals to question mark. Everything else is given to us. For this situation, we have cosine rule. Right? What is cosine rule? Cos 60 degree will be equals to a square plus b square minus c square upon 2ab, where a and b are roots of this equation. Right? So from here, I can calculate sum of roots. So sum of roots will be what? 4x square minus 2 root 6. So this is going to be minus of 2 root 6 by 4. So root 6 by 2 is sum of roots. What about product of roots? 1 by 4 is product of roots, right? Now what I'm looking for is a square plus b square. So a plus b whole square is equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab. This all we know. A plus b whole square, we can just put the value 6 by 4. A square plus b square is what we are looking for. 2ab, so 2ab will be, so this is a square plus b square and 2ab will be 2 times 1 by 4. So this is going to be 2 by 4. So a square plus b square is coming out as 1. So now we have a square plus b square. We have ab as well. We have cos 60 degree. What we are looking for is c square. So this is 1 by 2 and 1 minus c square upon 2ab. ab is what? 1 by 4. Right? 2 cancel. This is what? 1 by 4. This 1 by 4 will go here. So this is going to be 1 is equals to 4 minus 4c square. So 4c square is coming out as 3. That simply means that c is coming out as root 3 by 2. Option B, absolutely right. Easy peasy lemon squeezy question. Yes. Okay. All right. Clear. Now next question. So next we have to find the inverse of this function. Do you know what is the procedure to find inverse of the question, inverse of any function? So procedure is extremely simple. What you have to do is, now you are having y in terms of x, right? So by the equation solving, what you need to get is x in terms of y. So right now you are having y, this is your y. Y is completely in terms of x, right? So that's step number 1 is get the value of x completely in terms of y. That is step number 1. Once you are done with that, just interchange y and x. And now what you're going to get is your inverse function. Okay. All right. Clear. So let us try to solve it. Now clearly e raised to power x, temporarily we have to put e raised to power x is equals to t. This will help us, right? So this is y is equals to e raised to power x is t minus what about this? This would be 1 by t. and then t plus 1 by t plus 2. Okay, what you are looking for it, t completely in terms of, so t is in terms of y. Now value of t in terms of y is what you are looking for. Plus 2 will become minus 2, and this is going to be t square minus 1 upon t square plus 1. What you can do is you can just simply cross multiply, or what you can do is apply componendo and dividendo to get the value of t square in terms of y. So componendo and dividendo I am gonna apply over here, y minus 2 plus 1 and y minus 2 minus 1. That means I am adding these two things. Can you see? Numerator plus denominator. So this is numerator plus denominator. And this is numerator, right, minus denominator. So what we are going to get is y minus 1 and this is y minus 3. So y minus 1 upon y minus 3 will be equal to, now here 1 cancel out and here t square getting cancelled out. So 2t square upon minus 2. 2 cancel out, minus sign if I shift over here. So t square is coming out as 1 minus y upon y minus 3. This is your t square. Now t is temporary. T square is what? E raised to power 2x. So now is the time you just replace t square by e raised to power 2x and take log both the sides. The moment you take log, you are going to get 2x log e will be 1 and this is going to be log 1 minus y upon y minus 3. And the last step is what? So this 2 will go over here. So this is going to be 1 by 2 and this 1 by 2 will be in the power. So now can you clearly see x completely in terms of y? Now of 1 minus x upon x minus 3 raised to power half. 1 minus x upon x minus 3 raised to power half is matching with option C. Okay, so clearly option C is absolutely right. Okay, alright, so this is the second question, right? Third question. How many questions over? Third question. Okay, alright, so what is componendo and dividendo? So this is a method to solve a question. If you are not aware, please do not take any load. You just cross multiply, arrange t square on one side, rest of the term on the other side and calculate the value of t square. You will get this only. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. All right. So from here, if you don't know, what you will do is just cross multiply. Collect the t square terms together, rest of the terms on the right hand side. What you are going to get is t square is this. Okay. All right. Now next question. So you can clearly see that fx, piecewise definition of fx is given and here we are looking for f of x. Okay, so composite function, this question is little bit on the lengthier side. Okay, on the little bit on the lengthier side we need to focus, right? F of x. So first of all we need to plot, whenever we see composite function, we need to plot the graph of inside function. What is inside? Fx, internal functions. Plot the graph of fx. So let us plot it right away. Okay. So now this is 1 plus x, right? So 1 plus x is from 0 to 2. So the moment I put 0, I'm going to get 1. The moment I put 1, I'm going to get 2. The moment I put 2 over here, I'm going to get 3, right? So this is how my graph look like. So this is 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2, 2 and 3. Sorry, this is 3. Okay, right? This is your 2. Next, from 2 to 3, the moment I put 2 over here, 3 minus 2 will be 1. Right? But open circle because 2 is not included. The moment I put 3 over here, I'm going to get 0. So 3 pe I'm going to get 0. This is how your graph of fx will look like. Okay. All right, now f of x. So f of x, very easy. This step is very easy. You just have to replace all the x with your current. Okay, what is current? Replace x with your current. What is current? Fx is your current, right? Okay. So yes, this x will be f of x and 1 plus x will be fx, right? And this fx ranging from 0 to 2 and 3 minus fx and then fx ranging from 2 to 3. Okay. So step 1 is, I guess, clear. Step 1 is clear. Plot the graph of internal function. Step 2, f of x you have to write. Okay. Now this is your 2. Sorry, this is your 2. Now fx. Now focus over here, not here. Focus here. Fx is from 0 to 2. That means your function, the range of the function, this is the range. Range of the function is 0 to 2. So we need to figure out range fx 0 to 2, that means y-axis. So y-axis 0 to 2, we can clearly see we are having 2 branches, right? First branch is this, and this is also from 0 to 2. So this will have 2 branches, right? What about this? My fx is from 2 to 3. So from 2 to 3 on y-axis. So clearly this thing is there. So this will have only single branch. Okay. So now I'm gonna write f of x clearly. So f of x, final f of x, right? When my fx is from 0 to 2. So when my fx is from 0 to 2, so basically this branch I am talking about, 0 to 2 means this graph. So my x is from 0 to 1. Can you see my x? X belongs to 0 to 1. 0 to 1. Oops. Let me just delete this. X belongs to 0 to 1. And when my x belongs to 0 to 1, I am referring to this graph. What is this graph? This is 1 plus x. So this fx will be replaced by 1 plus x. So 1 plus fx will be 1 plus x. Okay. Now, clearly, this is the second branch. When my x is from 2 to 3, clearly, x is from 2 to 3. Then which branch? 3 minus x. So x belongs to 2 to 3. Right, and which branch I am talking about? This 3 minus x. So this fx will be replaced by 3 minus x. And next, when my fx is from 2 to 3, so fx 2 to 3 is this range. Can you see fx 2 to 3? So this is again 1 plus x. So this 3 minus fx will be 3 minus 1 plus x when my x is from 1 to 2. This is how we plot. This is a lengthier question. Okay. Alright, this is a lengthier question. So this is the process that we need to follow. Now this is your fx. So 2 plus x when x is from 0 to 1. Can you clearly see? When x is from 0 to 1, I am getting 2 plus x. When x is from 2 to 3, I am getting 4 minus x. 2 to 3, 4 minus x. And when your x is from 1 to 2, so 2 minus x we are going to get. This is your 2 minus x. Option A is absolutely right. Okay. If you're watching, yeah. So if you are doing this question for the very first time, it will be a difficult question for you, right? Because this is the whole concept wherein you have to plot the composite function. Step by step process is there. So what is the process? Let me just show you. So first time if you will do, you will feel like this only. Every student feel like this while solving, while plotting the graph or while finding composite function. So I will one more time tell you the step-by-step process. So first of all, plot the graph of internal function, which we have already done, and then write f of x just like this. And from this, you have to understand that fx lies between 0 to 2, which branch is there? Fx lies between 2 to 3, which branch is there? So 2 branches from here, single branch from here. And then eventually you write f of x. One more time you just go and watch the whole solution. You will understand. I have told you everything step by step. Okay. Alright, now let us move on to the next problem. And in the question paper, if you get such question, what you will do? Leave that question, especially in VIT-EEE and SRMJEEE, right? Because these are the, you have to pick quicker questions, just like this. So number of integral values of x satisfying this and this. So for this, can you see 21? 7 3s are 21. So x minus 7 and x plus 3 greater than 0. Right? 7 and minus 3. Greater than 7, less than minus 3. What about this? X minus 1, x minus 8, less than 0. So 8 over here and 1 over here. So this is 1 to 8. Can you see the intersection? 1 will be here, right? 1 will be here, sorry. 1 to 8. So can you see the intersection? Yes, 1 to 8. So intersection clearly lies between 7 and 8. So final answer will be 7 open to 8 open. Both 7 and 8 are not included because we are not having any equality over here. Right? So 7 to 8. But they are talking about number of integral values. So no integral values I'm gonna get between 7 and 8. No integral values. Right? So we have to pick this type of questions. Okay? So f of x, that question was designed to leave. So I will bring such questions as well. So that you understand. Because if I only bring doable questions, okay, easy. In the examination, will you be able to leave any question? No. You will have that mindset, okay ma'am, every question will be easy. Right? So when you give the paper, you will realize, okay, you can get such type of problems, and this type of problem, even if you know it, please do not attempt it. Why? Because this is a time consuming process. Okay? And if in case you get the time in the end, these questions are reserved for last. So mark for later. Okay? Or you can just do the guesswork. The normal guesswork. Okay? Alright? No, interval start from 1. No. I am talking about the intersection of these two. Right? This and this. So can you see? This is actually from 1 to 8 and this is -3, less than -3 and greater than 8, greater than 7. So what is the intersection area? Right? 7 to 8. Alright. Now this type of question which is based on matrices property. So matrices property is something which is important for your VIT EEE and SRMJEE both. Okay. So can you clearly see if I is the unit matrix of order n? Right, k is non-zero, then what about this? So whenever you face this, that any constant is stuck inside the adjoint, so we have to bring it out by keeping power n-1 adjoint a. This is the property, right? So over here this is the adjoint ki. So k will come out, power n-1 and adjoint a will be same, option D. If you know the property, these type of questions can be done within 5 seconds. Okay. Alright. Let us move on to the next problem, which is from sequence and series. So 1 upon 2 by 5, 1 upon 5, 8, 1 upon 8, 11 and all the way up to this. So they have already given the general term, right? Okay. So basically the general term would be what? 1 upon 3n-1 and 3r. 1 upon 3r and 3r plus 2. So what we need to do in such questions is, in the numerator, I have to write difference of these two. So 3r plus 2 minus 3r minus 1. Can you clearly see these two cancel? So 3 will be there in the numerator. I want a 3 in the numerator, so 3 by 3. And this 3 now will be replaced by what? So tr will be equals to this 3 will be replaced by 3r plus 2 minus 3r minus 1. Whole upon 3r minus 1 and 3r plus 2. Okay. If you separate it out, what do you get? You get tr will be equals to 1 upon 3r minus 1 minus 1 upon 3r plus 2. And let's not forget 1 by 3 was already there all the time. Right. So what about t1? T1 will be 1 by 2 minus 1 by 5. What about t2? 1 by 3 is there all the time. 1 by 5 minus 1 by 8. And all the way up to what about Tn? So Tn will be 1 upon 3 n minus 1 minus 1 upon 3 n plus 2. And we have 1 by 3 all the time. So can you clearly see that this is how it gets cancelled? So this term and this term will be left out along with 1 by 3. So sum will be equals to, tell me. Sum will be what? 1 by 3. 1 by 2 will be left out. Minus 1 upon 3n plus 2. You just sort it out. Okay, so 3 will be there, 2 will be there, 3n plus 2 will be there. 3n plus 2 minus 2 will be 3n, 3 cancel. So this is 6n plus 4. 6n plus 4. N upon 6n plus 4, option D. N upon 6n plus 4. Yes. Now, okay. All right. Yes. And now we have one more shortcut method. Shortcut you will say, or jugaad method. Okay. So what is that jugaad method? So sum is given, right? Sum is already given. Can you see sum of one term will be what? 1 upon 10. So the moment you put 1 in the options, you should get 1 by 10. Okay. So if I put 1 over here, what do I get? 1 upon 5. No. 1 upon 9. No. 1 upon 8. No. 1 upon 10, option D. You don't have to do it. Okay. But why am I doing this? Why I'm not telling you in the beginning? Why I'm doing this thing? Why? Because I know that I will tell you the shortcut in the end. Ask in n, then definitely you should go for this. Okay. If they ask that sum of n terms, definitely you should go for this. Okay. But what if they ask sum of 13 terms? Then what will you do? You have to follow this process. Are you getting my point? So I have to tell you. I have no other option. Okay. All right. And one more thing I would like to tell you. Suppose, can you see all three options got eliminated in one go? Right? All, yes. So Avni is asking the correct doubt. Maybe ma'am, for this time, in this question, it is happening that, okay, only D option stands out and 1 by 10 is from D only and everything else is eliminated. Then what should we do? So we should go for 2, right? So sum of 2 terms, tell me. Sum of 2 terms will be 1 by 10, 5 8s are 40, 1 by 40. So clearly 1 by 10 if I take common, so this is 1 plus 1 by 4, 5 by 4, 5 by 40. So any option which will give us 5 by 40, again. So again option elimination. So if you're confused, just put n is equals to 2 now. So 2 upon 6 2s are 12 plus 4. Okay, so this is 5 by 2. So 1 by 8. You should get 1 by 8 as the final answer, right? You put 2 over here. So 2 upon 12 plus 4, 16. 2 upon 16 is 1 by 8. Avni, yes. I hope that this thing is clear. Okay, I have to take this time. And I have to tell you about it. So how to eliminate options, especially in binomial theorem and in sequence and series, this shortcut is applicable, especially when they talk about n. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. Now, so this question is from functions, especially application of derivatives. Yes, Avni is asking again same thing. What is the need of all these steps if we can apply this trick? So ma'am, why did you do this? Why did you do this? I have already told you 3 times. One more time for Avni, I am telling this, that what if they ask you sum up to 15 terms? Are they taking, is anyone taking any guarantee that, okay, they will only ask sum up to n terms? No, they can just go ahead and tell you sum of 25 terms. Then what will you do? You have to do all these steps, right? Okay. All right. So now, fx is given as this and local minimum they are saying is at x equals to -1. So we have to be very, very careful in this question. Very easy question, but we have to be very careful about the definition. What is the local minimum? Yes. So now again, you guys are asking, ma'am, what is local minimum and what is local maximum? So basically, local minimum is that point wherein at this point you get minimum from your neighborhood. Okay. So basically, let's say you have okay, there is one girl. This is a girl. Okay. And this is another girl. This is another girl. So can you see that this girl is slightly higher than the neighborhood, than the other girls, slightly taller than the other girls, right? So this is local maxima, right? So the value of this, the height is slightly higher than the neighborhood. Okay, so this is local maxima. What is local minima? So for that, yes. So can you see this is local maxima? Now this girl is slightly lower than the neighborhood, so this is your local minima. I hope that this actually is making sense. Okay. Now let us talk about this. Okay. So fx is given as this, and yes, So let us try to plot f of x. Let us try to plot f of x. Okay. Or what we can do is, yes, without plotting also we can do it if you know the definition now. So local minimum at x equals to minus 1. That means f of minus 1 will be less than f of minus 1 plus. Okay. So f of minus 1 pe we are going to get lesser value, right? And f of minus 1 less than or maybe equal to, and f of minus 1 is less than or equals to f of minus 1 minus. Right? What does that mean? If you go minus, if at minus 1 you are getting lesser value. If you go a little ahead about minus 1, again you are going to get higher value or equal. And on the left hand side also. So yes, minus 1 pe, exactly what we are going to get is f of minus 1, who is going to tell me k plus 2. So this value is k plus 2. So k plus 2 is less than or equal to f of minus 1 plus. So minus 1 ke aage. So can you see if I put minus 1 over here, so this is 3 minus 2, right? So minus 2 plus 3. So k plus 2 is less than or equals to 1. K is less than or equals to, k is less than or equals to minus 1. Is it correct? Local minimum, hai na? This value is, So k is less than or equal to minus 1. Yes, k is, can you see? K is less than or equals to minus 1. So this option is wrong. This option is also wrong, also wrong. So only minus 1 is something, that the border thing. Okay, option C is absolutely right. Okay. All right. Now let us talk about this question, which is from the limits. What is the form of this limit? I have taught you this multiple times. What is the form of this limit? Who is going to tell me the form? I am talking about the form. Please forget about the answer. What is the form of this limit? The moment I put infinity, this is infinity by infinity. And actually, if I calculate this, what do I get? 1, actually 1 by 1. So 1 raised to power infinity is the form. How to solve, how to tackle 1 raised to power infinity? E raised to power limit, this power 2x will come in front and we have to subtract 1 from this base. Yes, that's it. And we are done. So e raised to power limit x tend to infinity. Clearly this is 2x, x minus 2 minus x upon 2 plus x. Okay, so this is xx gone and this is minus 4x upon x plus 2 e raised to power and x tend to infinity. This x, if I shift from here and divide over here, what do I get? So this is going to be e raised to power minus 4, 1 plus 2 by x. Limit x tend to infinity. The moment I put infinity over here, I am gonna get a 0. So this is e raised to power minus 4. So e raised to power minus 4, option A is absolutely right. Yes? Okay. All right, now this question, now I'm not gonna do this. I want you all to do this type of question, okay? Will you be able to solve this? Yes, for me? Okay, so one student is asking how to tackle 1 raised to power infinity. So whenever you see fx raised to power gx, can you see this is your 1, this is your infinity. So 1 raised to power infinity. What will you do? You don't solve it. You just apply these steps. E raised to power, this power gx will come in front. Multiply fx, reduce 1 from this fx and limit same. That's it. Right? So we did the same thing. E raised to power. What was the power? 2x came in front and we have subtracted 1 from this base in the multiplication. And now this is the general limit form. You just solve it by 0 or infinity by infinity form. Okay. All right. Who will tell me this question? Who will tell me answer of this question? Okay. So now log 2x minus x squared. First of all, the very first thing is square root. Expression inside the square root cannot be negative. It can be positive. It can be equal to 0. Right? The very first step. Expression inside the square root cannot be negative. That's how we calculate domain. Okay. Now this is 0, right? So can I just replace this 0 by log of 1? Anyone having problem? Why? Because basically what I want to do is I want to solve this inequality. So this is log this is log 1. Now log will get removed in the next step. So 2x minus x square greater than or equal to 1. Right? And if we shift everything towards the right hand side, what we are going to get is this. X minus 1 whole square greater than or equals to 0. X minus 1 whole square greater than or equal to 0. Right? Is this the case? If we shift, no. If we shift everything, so this is less, yes. X minus 1 whole square is less than or equals to 0. What does that mean? X minus 1 whole square negative cannot be possible. Only thing which is possible is x minus 1 equal to 0. So only x equals to 1 is possible. Okay. So that means only x equals to 1 is possible. The moment I put 1 over here, so 2 minus 1 log 1 will be 0. That's it. 1 is possible. So this is wrong. Because can you see in here 2 is there. If you put 2 over here, 2 2s are 4 minus 2 ka square. So log 0 is not allowed. Log 0 is anyway not allowed. So 2 is never ever possible. So all the options A, B, C are eliminated once you just substitute x equals to 2. You can't put x equals to 2 over here, and all the three options are saying okay, put x equals to 2, but we can't. So option D is right. So sometimes what you can do is you can just, especially in VIT-EEE and SRMJEEE, this was not possible in your JEE main examination, but this is possible if you in VIT-EEE and SRMJEEE, that you pick some options, some values from the options, put it in the question and realize that okay, by option elimination you can just play it out. Okay, do you want me to take a session on just on the option elimination and all the tricks without solving? We can solve some questions. Okay, all right, now let's talk about this. This is a very typical question, all right. So every year I do this in my classroom for JEE main. Since past 10 years I am doing it. Okay, so this is a very standard popular question. Ratio of sum of the terms of two APs are in the ratio this and this. Okay, so what they are saying is there are two AP, sum of n terms of upon sum of n terms dash. So first term sum upon first series sum upon second series sum is what? 3n plus 8 upon 7n plus 15, and what you are looking for is ratio between their 12th term. That means a plus 11d and capital A plus 11d is what you are looking for. Okay, all right. Now with the help of one equation, we won't be able to get A and D both. So for that we have to do something extra. This is not a simple basic question that you solve, you get the value of A and D and put it over here. No. This is a very popular question and you will see this type of question in every book as well. Okay, so sum of n terms of the first AP will be n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. What about second AP? So 2 capital A plus n minus 1d. Right? N is common in both of them. This is 3n plus 8. 7n plus 15. N by 2 gone. Right? What you are looking for is A plus 11d. That means you are looking for coefficient of A to be 1. Okay, this coefficient of A to be 1. This 2 you don't want. So why don't you divide this whole equation by 2? This is also 2, this is also 2. What do you get? A plus n minus 1 by 2d and A capital A plus n minus 1 by 2d. And this is 3n plus 8 or 18 and 7n plus 9. Now can you see this n minus 1 by 2? What I want is this. So I am getting this. Only n minus 1 by 2 will get replaced by 11. Then I am sorted. Right? So 22 plus 1. N will be 21. 22 plus 1, sorry, 23. 22 plus 1. N is equals to 23. The moment you put n is equals to 23 over here, so this will be A plus 11d, and this actually will be what? 3 times 23 plus 8 upon 7 times 23 plus 15. Okay, so you just solve it. 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6, 69 plus 8. So that is 77 upon. What about this? 7 3s are 28. Sorry, 7 3s are 21. 2 carry, 7 2s are 14, 15, 16. So 160. 1 plus 15. Right, so this is 6. This is 176. Okay, 176. This is your answer. 11 sevens are and 11 16s are 7 upon 16. Option C. Okay. All right. Shall I tell you one shortcut of this question? Shall I tell you one shortcut of this question? So whenever some are given in the ratio and they are talking about ratio between terms. So what will you do is, you will just replace n by 2 times, so 12. So that is k minus 1 plus 1. This is your shortcut. This is your shortcut. Right? So whenever some ratio is given to you and they are asking ratio between kth term. So what will you do is, or you can just directly write it down as 2k minus 2 plus 1 or 2k minus 1. So yes, 2k minus 1. Just 2k minus 1 is the shortcut. So yes, what will you do is 12 into 2, 24 minus 1, 23. You put 23 over here, you will get the answer. This is the shortcut. Okay. Got it? What will you do? Got it? Yes. So n will be equals to 2k minus 1. Where k is what? Number of term. Ratio between which term they are asking. And n is, you have to put n in the question. Okay, all right. So this is the shortcut. All right. For all questions क्या होता है? This type of question where sum is the given in the ratio of n and they are asking about ratio of the kth terms. Okay, all right. Yes, NV. Now equation of tangent to this curve at this point. So point we have y minus 2 is equals to slope x minus 1. And over here, I'm gonna write the slope. For slope, I have to differentiate this. So y is equals to 3x minus 1 by x. Let's differentiate. Y will be equals to 3 plus 1 by x square. 1, 2. So you put x equals to 1. This is your y dash. Okay, slope of tangent. You put x equals to 1 over here. So slope will be equals to 3 plus 1. That is your 4. 4 is the slope. Put 4 over here. So y minus 2 is equals to 4x minus 4. So y will be equals to 4x minus 2. 4x minus 2. Y is equals to 4x minus 2. Y is equals to 4x minus 2 is absolutely matching with option A. Very easy question. Okay. It's Avni. Avni, not Anvi. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, Avni. So I am watching through distant now, so I am not able to recognize AVNI or ANVI. Okay. All right. Yes. So now we are having this question wherein we have to figure out dy by dx, and this function is given to us, which is 2 raised to power x plus 2 raised to power y, 2 raised to power x plus y. Okay. All right. So what we can do is, this is 2 raised to power x plus y. 2 raised to power x plus y, can I write it as 2 raised to power x and 2 raised to power y? And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to divide this left hand side by these values. So 2 raised to power x plus 2 raised to power y upon 2 raised to power x, 2 raised to power y is equals to 1. So can you see 2 raised to power 2x, 2 raised to power x gone? This is 2 raised to power minus y. 2 raised to power minus x is equals to 1. This is the better version, and here we are going to differentiate. Okay, right away differentiate. You are done and dusted. So 2 raised to power minus y, differentiating. So over here I'm gonna get log of 2, and derivative of minus y is what? Minus dy by dx. Then plus, differentiating this, 2 raised to power minus x, and log of 2 will be there, and minus x will be minus 1 is equals to 0. So minus minus will getting cancelled out, log 2 also getting cancelled out. So your dy by dx will be nothing but minus of 2 raised to power x with a negative sign, 2 raised to power plus 2 raised to power minus y. You put x and y both equals to what? 1. So minus 2 raised to power minus 1, 2 raised to power minus 1. This cancel out. dy by dx is minus 1, which is option D, easy peasy. Right? Easy peasy. All right. Okay. Shall I move on to the next problem now? All right. So this is a problem from integration and clear-cut problem from partial fractions, because clearly the numerator can be split into two factors. So this is 7x minus 6 upon x minus 2, x minus 1, and this is a upon x minus 1 plus b upon x minus 2. Right? So the integration, if I integrate the right hand side, what do I get? Finally, I'm gonna get a log of mod of x minus 1 plus b log of mod of x minus 2 plus constant. And can you see at the options also? So this is log of x minus 1, log of x minus 2. Log of x minus 1, log of x minus 2. Log of x minus 1, log of x minus 2. Same thing. We are just looking for the coefficients a and b. If I get a and b, that's it. We don't have to integrate it. We have already done that. We are just looking for a and b. Did you realize the moment I get my a and b, the question is solved? Now how to get a and b? To solve it. A x minus 2 plus b x minus 1 will be equals to 7x minus 6. Okay, one shortcut to solve, you all know, is you put x equals to 2 on both the sides so that this factor is gone. So the moment you put x equals to 2, 7 2s are 14 minus 6 is 8. The moment you put x equals to 2, this is gone. So this is b. So b is coming out as 8. That means log of x minus 2. So this is 8 times log of x minus 2. So which answer is incorrect? These two are incorrect. Okay, so I'm just looking for a. Either a is 1 or minus 1. That's what we need to figure out. For that, put x equals to 1 in both sides. Moment I put x equals to 1, I'm gonna get 1. The moment I put x equals to 1 over here, I'm gonna get minus a, and this is 0. So a is coming out as negative 1. Can you clearly see that option A is absolutely right? Ankur Kumar is saying differentiate the option, get the answer. So yes, if you differentiate the option, so you will have to differentiate all the options. By chance, A option is correct, so first will be matching. But if it will not match, you have to differentiate, you have to cross multiply. That would be difficult. Okay? Alright, so that's why what you need to do is you have to follow this technique. This is much easier. Otherwise, what if your answer is in 4th step? So right away, if you differentiate, you won't get that. You will have to differentiate and simplify every option. Okay? Differentiate A and B. So you have to make the call that when to differentiate, when to not. Okay? In this question, I believe because all 4 options were there. Minus 1, 8. 1, 8. 1 minus 8, minus 1 minus 8. All these 4 options were there. Okay? Now the last question. Yes. So we are having the last question over here, wherein we have to figure out shortest distance of plane from the shortest distance of the point from the plane. Okay, so first of all, let me just remind you, let me just recall that formula, wherein a point is there which is x1, y1, z1, and a plane is there, and you are looking for distance of this point from this plane, and the plane is ax plus by plus cz plus d is equals to 0. If this is your plane, what is the formula? So you have to put this point in the plane. So that would be ax1 plus by1 plus cz1 plus d whole upon square root a square plus b square plus c square. This is the same formula as the straight line, wherein a point and a line is there and you're looking for the shortest distance, and this is your distance, perpendicular distance. Please don't forget for the modulus as well. Okay, and now 2, 10, 1. Can you just write the plane equation of plane from this? So that would be 3x minus y minus and a 4z is equals to 2 root 26. This is your equation of the plane. This is your point. You just go ahead and apply the formula. Okay. So that would be 3 2s are 6 minus 10 minus 4 minus 2 root 26 whole upon square root of 3 ka square 9 plus 1 plus 4 4s are 16. Can you see 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 minus 10 is gone. So this is 2 root 26 because modulus is there. Whole upon what do you get? 16 और एक 17, 17 plus 9 is 26. 17 plus 9 is 26. So root 26. So can you see 2 is the correct answer of this particular question? All right. Yes. So this was the last question, and now you know that for SRMJEE, what skill do you need? Okay. So you just need to be revising your NCERT, right? All the formulas you need to revise, and you have to give so many mock tests, as many mock tests as possible. Was that -4? हाँ, ये -4 है ना, देखो -4. Sorry, this is 4z, right? This is how I write 4. Sorry if you are not recognizing this, okay? By determinant method, yeah, but why do you want to go for determinant method? This is the much easier method, okay? All right, so I guess we are done for today's session. Enough about mathematics. We'll be bringing more sessions for VIT-EEE and SRMJEE as well. Do not worry about that. And also your favorite exam, which is EAP CET examination. Okay. So this is me, Namrata, signing off. I'll see you all super soon in upcoming sessions. Okay. Bye-bye.